All right, we are live. What's going on, everybody? I am Double D, and welcome back. I've been having issues with my stream earlier, but things seem to be working now. Thank goodness. And since the delay's been going on, I was able to fix it. We're back live now. I'm ready for this race to get going. Saying weather could be a factor, but we are going to see some racing tonight. Right now, cars are pitting. Could be topping off on fuel for the stage. I'm gonna post all my socials and get the Discord ready.
Well, sometimes when you come onto pit road and you sit there on those hot tires and stop, it could be just that it's created on the tire, or we've seen this happen with the brake rotors as well. I think my first initial reaction was brake rotors. I wouldn't think they would even use that much brake, this far with only 8 laps under our belts. Well, not only that, but once it started raining, they ran several caution laps.
Phone's taking a second.
Rain coming down, so getting excess brake heat in one spot doesn't seem very likely. No, I would say it's probably more the hot tires sitting in one spot for a while, getting that kind of a flatter spot or something on pit road. They like it when they sit there. I'll spit this out eventually. But when they sit there like that hot and don't move, they get a vibration when they go around. Well, this is what I would say. This puts us in the fuel window, as Larry said, and if there's a
okay, good. I can see the live now, so that means it's working.
It's the fact that when these boys go back at it here, it's going to be to the gusto to the stage points, and they're going to be putting on a show right off the bat. No more fuel mileage. Yeah, and you probably heard a lot of these cars not running while they were going around under caution, and that is for sure. They're trying to save as much gas as they can under caution. So I hope you folks at home got the driveway shoveled of snow, or maybe the water during the rain delay. We were hard. Oh, man. That's real nice, Kev.
Always keeps falling.
There's just not too many opportunities that we get to be on the other side of the fence of giving somebody grief, but I hope you feel better. Here's the fun thing about that. Old payback. It always That's okay. That's fine. Took me a little siesta. Felt good. Yeah. Felt good. Actually, I'm ready. Was it warm? Was it warm right there behind all those? I'd say my back hurts and my neck. All right, Larry, Max Pit Road is going to be open next time. What do you expect? I expect a lot of drivers to come to pit road, make sure that thing's full of fuel, as I mentioned. Somewhere around 2.5.
So I wonder if them going around is that. I think that has to count as laps, doesn't it? Yeah, it's counting as laps.
That's what you worry about right there. You have an intercom system that the teams can talk to each other. Then you have the radio system in the car. We always hear about some sort of problem if a little drip of water went in the wrong spot of the radios or something along those lines. It's always a possibility. So these teams try to take as much precaution as possible to keep those radios dry. Yeah, it never fails. A rain delay like this always ends up with something electrical having problems. Jack looks good. And I would say if those guys do have a vibration, they're going to come in here and change the tires just to be safe. 7 sets of tires of Goodyear Racing Eagles plus 1 scuff set from qualifying are lined up in each pit. Several sets on the ground in each pit, too.
Now let's see. William Byron was the leader whenever caution came out for rain, and he's still leading. So he's going to be going back on pit road along with most of the other cars.
Sometimes Fuel and the Montgomery's changed tires. Saw Josh Berry pull in the wrong box. Get it pull back out and go down.
This is always the hardest thing to do on pit road when you have all these cars together and you haven't been in and out of your box with anybody this week. You've been spaced out one box apart. Now you have to go in and around cars, and everybody pitting at the same time is always a possibility of tearing the car up.
I was looking at Josh Berry. He pulled in that red banner of Custer, I believe it was, on the wall. Looks like his Wood Brothers stuff, right? And he pulled into that red slot. It was the wrong one at the glove.
Well, most of the teams now have illuminated number signs above the pit stall that aid the driver getting it. And some of them
Yeah, most of the field's just topping off right now. I'll get to like the results once we get that going. I'm just posting all to my social channels right now.
Hey, don't forget, we haven't really covered this all day long. Over half the field out here is working in some sort of new environment. And Josh Berry's one of them.
Yeah, and if you
whether that be whether that be a new crew chief, a new organization, a new spotter, something, over half the field has something new today.
Elio will find his pit stall easily.
Yeah, I was actually downstairs. I didn't know that they were restarting the race, and I came up here, and all of a sudden I saw it turn yellow. I was like, oh, we're going back racing. So we're on lap 17 to 200. McDowell is the new leader. He decided to stay out when everybody decided to pit for fuel. And I guess they're going in too. Probably because they want to be in the back, which is understandable. It is Daytona.
So that when you're going down pit road, whether you're on the same team or not, you can pick out your pit stall.
New cars top off as we get a look at the Chevrolet Blazer EV-SS that leads the field here at Daytona. Now, Chevy's had various models carrying the SS or Super Sport logo since 1961, but this is the fastest SS Chevrolet has ever produced. 0 to 60 in 3.4 seconds, that is. Our jet dryers are clear on the back straightaway.
All right, jet dryers are going off the track, so we'll be racing soon.
Minutes away from restarting the Daytona 500, which right now has 17 laps complete. Looking at the weather, it looks like most of that is going to stay to the south of us. There is always a chance of just the corner of that system catching the speedway, but it looks like if that happened, it would be a very brief shower.
We're going to put these cars at speed on this racetrack. We're going to implement Darrell Waltrip's Vortex theory. That's what's going to happen this 2.5 mile east.
Well, we've gotten pretty lucky with the whole thing, honestly. A lot of it has gone away as it's gotten closer to us. So hopefully that's the case as we continue through the night.
All right, the fleet of jet dryers exit the track just after the pit road exit. The pace car and 4 more race cars on track and ready to go.
Okay, we're going to roll one more. Some people are going to come down and top off.
A couple of raindrops on the windshield of the pace car. This one, we're going to take an extra lap or two here. And here is Chase Elliott's radio.
Mark, get some small drops up here. Yeah,
Up here, that would be a trick up on the roof of the main grandstand where all the spotters are.
I like that car in practice, Clint. In the duels the other night, that Chase Elliott car just had that great ability to push anybody, anytime.
Chase Elliott spotter saying there could be sprinkles. But if we do get any rain, it's going to be brief, and they will dry the track. So we will get the race in tonight.
That car did look like a total package. It handled good and it had good speed. Now NASCAR, as is tradition since the track was built in 1959, has observer stationed all the way
And they're back under the caution, so once they don't saw those raindrops, they're going back under green.
this morning. They also have weather observers in different locations a couple of miles out from the speedway, especially to the west.
So most of the lap's been driven under caution, hasn't been for accidents. Let's look at the results as we.
So while we're waiting to restart this race, we're going to take a quick break and go talk side by side.
So your leader right now is Blaney, Zane Smith. Then you got Michael McDowell, Riley Ertz, Jimmy Johnson, Joey Logano, William Byron, Austin Cindric, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., and Chase Briscoe. Excuse me.
Pepsi doesn't have Progressive, so she takes it out on those who do.
She can look up private coaching with that. Maybe he'll score a goal. I figured you'd want the whole roll since you've saved hundreds with Progressive. How many tickets, too, please?
Don't be passive Progressive.
For Becky?
Drivers who switch could save hundreds.
So we're under commercial break right now. I wonder if we're going to bring the cars back down pit road or keep them out there. If it's a brief shower, usually they keep them out there and they just do caution laps.
SS by Chevrolet. Two little letters that define our pursuit of speed. From our legacy in racing to our history of winning. It makes our engineers smarter, our designers better. Because once you start going fast, you can't stop. Introducing the first all-electric Blazer EV-SS. The quickest SS ever produced. For now.
Yeah, so I'm excited. We are going to get the race in. You know, hope so. I've been waiting around for it.
Is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. And by Ally, the bank that's your ally. 9 laps completed under caution, and again, the pace car brings the field.
Well, we're going back on pit road, of course.
Stopping in their stalls, they're kept to the outside edge of pit road. See a few sprinkles there on the spoiler cam. And I'm going to hold them a bit because
Small cell.
not making this up. This is expected to be just the edge of this cell system. And the hope is here that they will not, quote, lose the track, unquote, which is when the track gets so wet that it's too wet to compete.
I'm staying optimistic on this one. I'm looking at the ground. I don't think we're going to lose the whole track.
Here's Joey Logano's team.
There's like a little cell above us here, probably for the next 5 miles or so. Other than that, I don't see nothing. Maybe like some scattered stuff, but very small. Seems like those drops right here are just hard enough to not want to go green here. What do you think?
Yep. Not quite yet. They agree with me, Mike.
Good.
That's what that is.
Well, we remain hopeful. So the first 4 cars did not come down pit road at lap 16 when most everyone else pitted.
Yeah, so they're down on pit road again.
Of course, had the red flag, but then did not stop to top off when everybody everybody else from there on back stopped to top off fuel, and some took on tires.
So that's the crazy part about today's world is there's always some outliers in the strategy piece of it. You never really know exactly where the strategies of that particular team, and we're looking at Riley Herbst in a Monster Energy Toyota here, but for instance, we don't know.
Well, I'll stay on here because I think we're going to go racing soon.
Based upon how they qualify, go forward, stay where you are, stay in the back. Let's play it this way to the first stage, and so a lot of that plays out on the fly. A lot of it is pre-planned, and these guys they'll surprise you sometimes in some of the crazy strategy that they come up with. It all seems so straightforward until the race starts.
Until somebody's willing to gamble.
That's right.
That's what I like.
So 20 laps officially have been completed, 11 before the red flag, and now 9 laps under caution. One pit crew member allowed out to the cart, and they are going to cover up. Here's some of them. And again, our hope is that this is just the corner of this cell, and it passes through here within about the next 12 to 15 minutes.
Something about this place, Kevin. This is always just so reminiscent. It brings back old memories, and it's just highs and lows, the emotional roller coaster of this day. We've both been in this situation. These guys are, you finally get over the hype and the energy, all that stuff. Get in your car, rain's 8 laps in. You go to the bus, you hang out, you eat snacks until everybody's tired of you. You get done doing interviews, you get back in the car. You don't even go back.
Yeah, they are covering the vehicles right now, but they are staying in the cars.
Like that when you were in a situation while you were driving? No, I wasn't either. I could never make myself just calm down, relax, and rest. I was always thinking about. I always worried about when we were going to go. Am I going to miss drive intros? Am I going to be late to my car? And that was always
which I always did a couple times.
You did.
Took off run.
Yeah, I feel like the race is going to be restless.
At I believe it was Michigan. I was working radio with Marty Hall.
Oh boy, we're going way back.
Oh, we are. And they called drivers to the cars. They got the track drive, got ready to go, and everybody's car had a driver in it except the Wood brothers. And Marty, who was best friends with a lot of drivers and just a great, wonderful talent on the radio, says, David Pearson, if you're within the sound of our voice, they have fired these cars. You better get over here and get in here. And we look way across the infield. Here comes this cop over the berms through the infield right up to the infield. David jumps out and runs to his car and runs the race.
He was in the infield?
He was off partying in the infield.
Yeah, so guys, stay tuned because this delay shouldn't be that long.
Definitely changed.
That's a fantastic story, Mike.
Jamie Little.
Swap with Alan Gustafson, the crew chief for Chase Elliott, and the guys in the booth are talking about the emotions of this place. Like, it rains and it stops, and it's the Daytona 500. What are the emotions for the crew chief?
Yeah, I mean, it's Florida, right? I mean, it's peninsula out in the middle of the ocean. So, yeah, I mean, it's we just want to get going here. We've got a great Machete and had a really good week so far. I feel like our car runs really good. I think everybody's got a lot of optimistic hopes, so we just want to get going racing and, see what's going to happen and get the fuel strategy going and make it to the end and see how our car is and see what shakes out.
So Jeff Gordon came up to me right at the start of this race, and he said, watch out for Chase. He's like on another level. He is so focused. Have you seen the same thing in him this week?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think he's really at the end of last year, I think we got to a really good place and we're competing at a really, really high level. And his carried over so far this year. It's been good, obviously, at the Clash. And this week we haven't got the finishes.
You know what? I'm going to check and see what Tom Grossi's doing.
Yeah, a little bit to go for race yet, but I think he's operating at a super, super high level. And I think the team is also.
Now, this is his 10th start in the Great American Race. He's never gotten this one. He's got the championship with you. How is it so far? How's the car handling? And
spread the word, my friend. I appreciate the hell out of you.
Yeah, I think.
Sub check? Yeah, let's see. Feel free to subscribe. We're also trying to get that too. I know I'm not promoting that as much because, this is way more important, but holy crap, man. In the 50s or we did it, yeah. A 5 ago. A 5 we have.
I think there's a long way to go, and this will pick up, but for right
Man,
now.
I don't know. I don't know.
Crew chief for Denny Hamlin this season, of course,
We're over. We got
into here with the start, the stop, everything going on today, and now, of course, a pit stop that kind of falls right on a window. So how do you equate all that out on top of the pit box for the remainder of the stage?
We ran
It's going to be
totally
it's close on
like
fuel, but yeah, the
$60,000
caution came
an
out
hour.
right at the spot
We
where
raced
the whole red flag you're
$60,000
sitting there debating,
an
okay,
hour.
are we going to open pit
Hold
road
on, I
with
believe our
3
guest
laps,
should
with 4
be here
laps? How many
momentarily.
laps we're going to run before they
I-
open it? Because it could dictate whether we can make it to the end of the stage or not, need to pit again. So it got really close. Honestly, with this little bit of rain, it just probably made it clearer on us that we'll all be able to make it if we go run a few more caution laps. So I think that kind of the second rain helped.
All right, so the rain helped. I got to ask you, your driver, Denny Hamlin, he's won 3 of these Daytona 500s, and 2 of those 3 came after a crew chief change. So big shoes to live up to. Are we going to pull that off again today and go 3 for 4?
That's big pressure on that one. I will take that. Like that's that go. It'll be a great match, right? That's a lot of pressure, though. I don't know. We'll see. Right, new car, be competitive at the end. I'll be happy.
All right, good luck the rest of the way. Thanks.
Regan, the good news is it is no longer raining in turns 3 and 4 or on the roof of the main grandstand. Might be still just a touch of sprinkle over in turn 2 and a big weather system that is moving off to the south here. So we are about done with rain. They're going to make a quick pass with the jet dryers, fire them up, and we're going to go. Josh?
Well, down here with
All right, reported no rain, so didn't stick for that long.
Hurry up and go, stop, go. Up back to you guys.
Yeah, you definitely got to.
This is also why they call Daytona a mental game. Having to wait around for rain because you're racing in Florida and then it's going on. Yeah. I can get you.
And reevaluated your program going into this season?
Yeah, I think last year we just, we had a lot of speed, but we struggled to catch it. So, we focused on just trying to have good handling in our cars, maybe give up a little bit of speed. Just on trying to be there at the end.
Thanks. Good luck the rest of the way. Mike.
Thanks, Josh. The rain has stopped. A quick pass with the jet dryers, Chris Myers. We should be back racing shortly.
Just trash.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mike. I was just sitting down here with Jamie McMurray in our station.
Oh, looks like Briscoe got out to use the restroom.
The rain drum. Hey, thanks to all the drivers who stopped by before they had to hop in the cars. I know the fans, it's frustrating waiting for this race to go. What about, we heard Ford's talking about their speed. We know Toyota on the pole to start this thing. Of course, Chevy's have won here over time here, Jamie. Is there still the manufacturer alliance? Because it seems like it starts out that way at the Daytona 500 or any of these super speedways, and then things change dramatically.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like of all the drivers that we heard from, the Ford guys seemed to be the most optimistic. And it wasn't just because their cars were fast, it was because they could push. And then when we talked to the Chevy and the Toyota guys, they all referenced how well the Fords could push. And when it comes down to the end of this race, it's who can get locked together, who can get the right run at the right time. So I like the Fords. They have a lot of cars. The numbers are in their favor as well. And those drivers, I mean, if you think about it, with Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano, they were fighting over who was going to have the best partner. So pretty optimistic.
When you won the Daytona 500, we talked with William Byron. There's a chance to the drivers. There's obviously Kyle Larson. So I think sometimes they need a break here since we're stopping and starting in between things. And we have another rain delay here. What's it like defending the title when you come back to Daytona? Because the last one to do it was Denny Hamlin, and that was about 4 years ago.
Hey guys, patiently waiting for all the cars to get back on track. We'll be racing soon. I am also live streaming the watch party for the Daytona 500 right now, so please tune in on that.
After winning it, it just becomes so special. And then every time that you pull in here, you get those same feelings of, can I do it again? Cars get back on track.
We'll be racing soon. I am also live streaming the watch party for Daytona 500 right now. Please tune in on that.
For the fact that we should feel honored that we get to race
Hey guys,
in a facility like this, and for all these guys getting their cars.
Patiently waiting for all the cars to get back on.
Such a special place.
Yeah, and obviously it's unique in that we open the season with the most important race of the season. And Denny Hamlin, three-time winner, the only one in this race who has won the Daytona 500 that many times, still searching for that elusive Cup championship. We had a chance to sit down and talk to him leading into this race.
Track. We'll be racing soon. I am also live streaming the watch party for the Daytona 500.
Between Jordan and Joe Gibbs, I mean, the championships around
around you.
So I'm surrounded by them. Right. This is a guy with a great future. Now, you can't beat him, that's right. And that's why I'm starting the race team. I can't win for myself. Latch on to the best drivers in the season.
This is your 20th year in the car.
It's flown by, truthfully. I feel like it was just my rookie season.
Now you're busier as an older driver. I know that's been going on for a few years now, but you've been able to handle that.
It's just in my DNA. I love staying busy. I love working. I love the process to build this race team from the ground up, being good at my sport and what my different gifts are. I feel like this is what I'm supposed to do.
How often do you think about not having the Cup championship when knowing guys like me bring it up?
Day to day, I don't think about it. When they talk about the greats of the sport, they're going to go down the list of race winners.
Yes.
I really think it's 60 for myself inside the top 10 of race winners in the Cup Series of all time. That, to me, is the driving factor. Get to 60 and win a championship, icing on the cake.
3-time Daytona 500 champion, that says a lot. What do you think about that when you arrive at Daytona each year after having accomplished that?
It's certainly a lift off my shoulders where I'm not overthinking it. I'm racing freely because it's just a free roll to get enough.
Would you trade all 3 of those Daytona 500s for Cup
Not a
champions?
chance. The Daytona 500, just to me, it's the biggest race of the year. It's far bigger than a championship race, so why would I take 3 Daytona 500 championships?
Awkwardly staring at everything. But the racing's about to start soon. The rain has stopped, so the jet dryers are going to go around a lap, and then hopefully we'll be back racing. We've only seen 10 laps of green flag racing.
I don't have the skill set that I had before. I don't know when that day is. I don't feel like it's right now. I feel as sharp as I ever have behind the wheel. I'm no dummy. I understand a lot of times I'm defeated, especially in our sport where reaction time is probably the most important thing. More than likely when I stop, it won't be an abrupt stop.
Denny Hamlin has won the 2 closest finishes in the history of the Daytona 500. 2 of his 3 have been that close. Co-owner with Michael Jordan, the 2311 team. He drives for Joe Gibbs. It's all part of the Toyota family. He seems to handle that well. I want to just focus on Denny, the driver, though. And last year he got off to a great start and then missed the championship 4.
He did, but even at the end of the year, even though he didn't win a race, he was still, I think 2 of the last 3 races he was in the top 5, so he's still running really well. And when I watch that piece, I laugh, and you're like, how much longer are you going to do this? And, he doesn't just want to be another driver. And I think the most important thing for Denny is that he has a path after driving, Chris. When you think about a lot of guys, when they stop driving, they don't know what they're going to do. For me, Clint and Kevin, right? We're doing TV, so you still get to be a part of the sport. By him starting that team, it's given him a path of something to keep him busy, something he's really interested in, something he's passionate about.
I'd like to see him maybe race for 23.
I think that I agree with you. I think it'd be really fun. Maybe he doesn't do it full time. Maybe he comes in and he just runs 8 or 10 races of his choice. But I think that'd be pretty special for him.
I can understand why my viewership is low right now. Nobody wants to sit there and just rain delay. But I am. That's how dedicated I am to my sport.
Very involved. Obviously, Michael Jordan, big fan of racing growing up and involvement in the team. And they seem like they're on the same page, working towards. What about the drivers of the 2311 team? Their chances, not just in this race, but this year.
Well, look at Reddick last year. Makes it to the championship 4. I mean, Reddick's as talented as anybody in the series. I think
you see some flurries outside my house.
Maybe the weakness would be road courses, but really good at places like Daytona. Won a duel on Thursday night here. Both of those guys, as you look at their performance, and I've spent a little bit of time at that race shop in the off season, and when you look at their performance since they started 2311, both of those teams have gotten better every single year, and that's what you look for in a race team. Is we need just to keep building on what we have, and that's what they've been able to do, not just with Tyler, but also.
Well, the covers are off the cars now, so they're about to get rolling again.
Another car. Is that going to take away from the team? I don't think so. I love the model they have where they have this engineering alliance with Joe Gibbs Racing. We know how good Joe Gibbs Racing is every single year in in the Cup Series. So I like that alliance that they have, and obviously they have been able to come in and starting out, they've been as good as anybody.
Yeah, the only Toyotas to win at the Daytona 500, Joe Gibbs and Denny Hamlin. I like that you said Father Time is undefeated. Apparently, Mother Nature at Daytona
right now
also puts up a pretty good battle in a rain delay. So it'll be 20 laps in. We got 11, then we had to stop and start, and that's where we are now. But it looks like the weather is clearing, and we'll have prime time racing in the 67th running of the Great American Race. So when
Yeah, you see the track drivers going around. We're about to get started soon.
I'll do the jokes. Winning the Daytona 500, but then not having the championship.
Yeah, so earlier we only completed 10 laps. Chase Briscoe led some of them, and so did William Byron. And then the caution came out for rain, which I think the delay was about probably like 2 or 3 hours just for them to go around a few laps, and now they're under red flag again. But this one's super brief. And the cell that's going past the track is pretty short, so we'll be able to be racing soon. Hope so. I'm tired of waiting here. If you're watching, comment who you think is going to win the race tonight. Oh, since this is a brand new stream, since I had technical difficulties earlier, you guys are going to see my prediction again.
The 60 career that far away. 6 more and a chance maybe in a couple of years to do that. That puts him in that top 10. I certainly can understand that.
Yeah, I have Kyle Busch winning. He's going to win 20 years, kind of like Dale Sr. did, I hope. But, what else? But yeah, I was going live a little bit earlier, and then I had technical difficulties, so no one wasn't really able to see my live streams earlier. Of course you think Joey Logano's going to win, Christopher. You always pick Joey Logano. Well, I mean, you do have a point because this is a drafting track, and he's pretty good here. If he does win, this would make this like 10 years from winning his first one. How's your days going, everyone? Mine's been, I guess, boring because of the rain delay. I think they should rename the Daytona 500 to the Raintona 500. That's good. It's good enough.
He'd say something about a lap or something happened in the race. It was cool that he was like keeping up with the actual driving, and now that he's gonna race, like he'll be able to match steering curves and throttle.
So yeah, let's see. So pretty much everybody pitted during those caution laps. So the order is going to be completely different. Nobody's out of the race. We didn't have any accidents before we went red, so everybody in the field still got a chance.
I think the significance of the sport coming off the beach and what the France family built, how they invested in the future of the sport, to put it on a big oval like that, and thinking about all the drivers that have tried and how hard it is to win.
Yeah, I'm bored on here. Yeah, I had homework I need to do, but it keeps going like, we're going racing. Now we're not going racing. We're going racing, but we're not going racing. It's annoying, but the rain that's going through is not going to last that long at all. It's actually already passed, so we are going to go racing in a few minutes. Okay, do you guys think it's going to be a wreck fest, or do you think it's going to be peaceful and then it's going to be a wreck fest more towards the end of the race? Because you'd have to think. This reminds me of like a couple of races a long time ago where the delays would just wear the drivers down mentally, and they'd make more mistakes when they went green for a long time. And that's what I feel like is going to happen again, because everybody's going to feel restless. They're showing Trackhouse on the screen right now. Yeah, Pitbull announced that he was leaving Trackhouse effective immediately a couple days ago. But I think Trackhouse will be okay because they got new sponsorship from SVG who brought Red Bull over and other types of sponsors.
It seems to me though that they've lost a little. Either they've lost a little bit of speed, or the bigger teams, the Gibbs, the Hendricks, have made up a little bit more ground. But they're still able to win each year. If you look at last year,
Yeah, definitely going to be a lot of wrecks. I'd be surprised if there's not. No, I just hope it's not like 2021 where all of them just are in like a single file line most of the time and then a like wreck happens on the last lap. He is going to be a threat at all of those. I mean, his road racing skills are incredible.
Well, and it's interesting that Pitbull, who performed earlier here as we got our ceremonies going in the pre-race, ending his partnership with Trackhouse Racing, but and we don't know all the details.
Yep, looks like all the jet dryers are going back on pit road.
The race team that has had kind of a rapid rise given the time that they've had. Was it 4 or 5 years? Their 5th year now, right?
Yeah, but I would tell you, Justin Marks, Trackhouse Racing, they have done.
And they're starting the cars back up. So we are going to go back racing now. Now, can we have some green flag laps? I would really like that. We've already completed 20 laps, but they've mostly been caution laps. But I guess I'll go through the order. So, first place, Ryan Blaney. Second place, Zane Smith. Third, Riley Earps. Fourth, Jimmy Johnson. Fifth, Joey Logano. Sixth, William Byron. Seventh, Austin Cindric. Eighth, Chase Briscoe. Ninth, Ross Chastain. And 10th is Ty Dillon. Most of these positions changed because of pit stops a little bit ago. Bubba Wallace, 11th. Kyle Busch, 12th. 13th, John Nemechek. 14th, Chase Elliott. 15th, Corey LaJoie. Tyler Reddick, 16th. Allmendinger, 17th. Denny Hamlin, 18th. Three-time winner in this race. 19th, Chris Buescher. And 20th, Austin Dillon. So that's your top 20. Notable drivers, Kyle Larson's in 24th. SVG's 26th. 28th, Christopher Bell. Martin Truex Jr.'s in 30th. Elio Castroneves is in 31st. And Alex Bowman is back in 40th. But everybody still has like an equal car. We haven't had any accidents. So I'm ready to get this started. I mean, we technically already got it started. We keep getting rain.
N2A is the N number on the Goodyear blip. I think I called it N24 the other night, but this shot shows it much better because this is Wingfoot 2. And when you got that low of a number on your aircraft, you have been at this for a long time, right?
You know you're at a big sporting event when that baby shows.
That's exactly right.
I'm ready. Let's get this going, Kev.
I'm beyond ready.
These drivers are ready.
See, it's 5:17 my time, so when usually this race is like 3 to 4 hours, hopefully there's not any rain or any more like big wrecks. Should get to my homework right afterwards. But actually, I'm kind of okay with this. We're gonna have some prime time racing.
With no fuel window necessary or saving fuel or anything, these guys are most likely going to get after it right here for this first stage. For your favorite thing, tell me what. What do you mean? Points, babe. Hey, we're always racing for points. You have to go out for points. So it'll be very interesting to see exactly what the strategy is for the guys in the middle of the field back, because it is going to be a long road to get to the front when they're all.
Yeah, so they're doing pace laps again. I don't really like that as much because it's just eating up laps.
Just barely. And here's a radio remix. Coming to green.
NASCAR should make a rule like where, like, if the race is affected by rain, the laps shouldn't count. Like, stop the laps there as you're going around, so you can complete the whole distance under green. But I thought there was a chance that we were going to have to wait till tomorrow because there was like a big sell, and then all of a sudden the wind pushed behind it, and it pushed it away from the racetrack. So that's good. They are going back around track, so we are going racing this time for sure. I guarantee it.
Fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, you need to do everything you can do to keep all the track position that you have, because as the night goes, that'll become more and more important as we run out of laps.
As you were to your point, starting 12th right there, you can't afford to lose any more spots. Then you're in a really problematic area.
And you definitely don't want to be in a wreck now, because if you get stuck in the grass because of all that rain, it's going to be hard to get out of it.
Look for competition, trying to gain some spots. Green track from the rain. Ambient temperature 20 degrees lower than earlier.
With the track being a lot cooler too, the speeds are going to be a lot faster. And yeah, you see drivers that Blaney and others did not pit earlier, so they're pitting now, topping off.
A championship point that goes to the driver who has the fastest lap of the race. Coming up Saturday on Fox Primetime Hoops, freshman phenom Cooper Flagg leads third-ranked Duke against Illinois in a showdown at Madison Square.
All right, we're about to get going. I am hyped.
7 Eastern on Fox.
But it doesn't. Donuts back there on the backstretch, trying to keep his car.
I was checking to see if anybody else was streaming this race. Seems like I'm the only one.
Yeah, a lot of wildness. I kind of said it when we sit around, cooped up in the motorhome, you're ready to get out there and get it on. And usually, from my experience over the years, this is when things get wild.
I think we're going to be side by side for one more lap. We'll be probably restarting at around lap 25 is my guess. Oh no, it is under the pace car light is off, so we are actually restarting now. So that means on lap 24, we'll be going at it again. Off of turn 4, you got Joey Logano and William Byron. Both have one Daytona 500 win, side by side, for this restart. Pace cars going on pit road. After hours of waiting and only completing 10 green flag laps, we are back racing in the Daytona 500. Joey Logano's got his Penske teammate of Austin Cindric at the top, and right behind him is Chase Briscoe trying to get going on that outside line. He's getting a good push, and it seems like he's going to get ahead of William Byron here out of turn 2. It didn't really seem like the group on the top aligned that well behind, but it didn't matter because Logano had a heck of a push by Austin Cindric. I'm telling you, like, the Penske, the Penske's too, but the Fords are usually strong here. But they're always known for wrecking themselves at the end. I wouldn't be surprised if we see that tonight. Something like that happens. We just completed another lap, and Logano's going to lead that. And they're trying to make it 3 wide with Denny Hamlin at the top. Now, I wonder if Hamlin was thinking about going to the back, but the line actually formed up there, so he wasn't able to. SVG also moved up in the 88 on the top, right beside Austin Dillon, and I think that's Eric Jones on the inside. Logano's controlling both lanes, going to the middle and to the bottom. He's still going to lead on lap 26. Hey, you don't have to race too hard right now. Just make sure you get to the end.
see Joey Logano stay on that bottom lane because Austin Cindric is going back.
Cindric's really falling back in the middle. Did not get a good run there. And he's going to lose touch with his teammate. Ross Chastain going for it on the middle, though. Made a good move on Chase Briscoe. Aggressive he made it this early, but he made it work. So there's 3 cars ahead of the entire 3-wide pack right now. You got Logano, Byron, and Ty Dillon. 1, 2, 3. With Kyle Busch on the inside behind Ty Dillon. Chase Briscoe's leading the outside line at the very top, and in the middle is Ross Chastain. So far, it looks like to me that nobody has lost the draft yet. It's beautiful seeing their cars race in the nighttime. That's for sure. We have went green for a few laps now. Hopefully it stays that way. And at least with the drivers being on pit road for that long and them pitting before they went green again after that long rain delay, they don't have to pit until after stage 1. So that's more tires that they're able to save. And that could help out towards the end of the race. What's up, Dawson? Right now, Fox, they're riding on board with Bubba Wallace. Right between Hamlin. And Chastain got a little bit loose at the top. He's going to fall back. But he might have been just picking up his teammate, his new teammate of Shane Van Gisbergen. Shane Van Gisbergen, a sports car driver from New Zealand who won in his debut in 2023, is trying to make some noise in his rookie season here in the Cup Series. Yeah, it seems like the inside line is a better line right now with Logano controlling it. The league just ended, so I'm not going to be doing NASCAR Heat 5. That was just for the league during the off season. That's my plan for like my YouTube channel now. I'm going to do watch parties during like the NASCAR season. And then when they're not racing, I'll be league racing. That seems like better work for my schedule. I may race for fun here and there, maybe stream, but other than that, I'm not in a league right now. Not until NASCAR 25. But yeah, difference between now and earlier. Earlier, the outside line was the line to be in. Now it's the inside line. But you always know that the Penske cars are strong at the drafting tracks, and that's why Logano is able to control the field right now. He dominated at the plate tracks last year and somehow did not win any of them. But here comes Kyle Busch. Going to try to push Logano here. Try to get a run, but Logano covered it up. Kyle Busch is now going to pick up Chase Elliott on the outside. Kyle Busch trying to make a move on Logano, but Logano's making some really aggressive blocks. He just made another one. Could have wrecked the field right there. Blocking too early for no reason. It's a wonder the crash didn't happen there, but they keep it going. But Logano's going to lose the lead. Should have stayed on the inside as Byron, last year's Daytona 500 winner, is back in the lead. Here comes Corey LaJoie, who had to race himself in Thursday, is now going to try to pass on the outside. Corey LaJoie's getting a big push by Joey Logano. It seems like right now Joey Logano has the best car. He's just got to make smarter decisions out there. Daytona is not a sprint. It's a marathon. You just got to make it to the end. So Corey LaJoie, who left full-time racing last year, nobody hired him, so he has a part-time entry in the 0-1, is now leading here at Daytona. Not to mention, I also got a signed diecast right here, by the way. So we are under commercial break now. See what the leaderboard's saying.
Gentlemen,
What a pleasure.
who eats art?
I think you're supposed to say, hey, Meta. Like, hey, Meta, who eats art? And then Meta would say, Chris Pratt.
Hey, Meta, call my lawyer.
But everybody's 3 wide once again. But as I was talking about earlier, I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of wrecks because usually, statistically, after long rain delays, we get a lot of wrecks. Because the driver's mentally having to wait to race again. Right now, Corey LaJoie is your leader in front of Joey Logano. William Byron is in third. And Chase Elliott's leading that line on the top, and Kyle Busch is leading that line in the middle, with Chase Briscoe pushing him. Who won last night? I think it was Jesse Love. I saw that race too. I was more mad about the truck race because Parker Kligerman, he deserved to win that one, and NASCAR disqualified him. NASCAR doesn't allow us to be happy most of the time.
In unpredictable conditions.
Which I'm still angry about them disqualifying Alex Bowman and letting Logano win a championship last year. But this is a new season. But if I have to go through that again, I'm not going to like it. Riley Herbst right now, I think he's more towards like the middle of the pack. Yeah, he's in 23rd, what it's saying on Fox. But I think pretty much he was the only driver that they had available for Toyota. I was surprised he actually picked him to drive for 2311. SVG, he's also, I think, running in the middle of the pack. He was trying to get that outside line going earlier, but then fell back. SVG is like my third favorite driver next to Kyle Busch and Chase Elliott. But they are back from commercial break now. And Logano is now back in the lead. It seems like Logano has the best car right now in the front. Castro Neves is right now in the back. I'm not surprised that he's in the back right now because you want to avoid all the trouble. And especially with them being 3 wide. If one mistake happens, that's most of the field gone. I don't know. The only way I think you're going to win this race is if you keep Joey Logano in like the back of the pack. Because this car is really good. He's definitely running on steroids right now. Chase Elliott's getting a big push by Austin Cindric at the top. He's going to get past all the other drivers there in the middle, and he's going to challenge Corey LaJoie for second, and he's going to get a big run to the lead to possibly challenge Joey Logano for that spot. Who do you want to win the NASCAR Cup Series championship? Of course, I always want Chase Elliott to win the championship, but I think Kyle Larson's going to win this year. Because Kyle Larson, he won in 2021, but he's had so many years that he could have possibly won a championship, but just never won it. Big ol' Logano's trying to block the top. And he does block the top as Chase Elliott's giving him a push. But I can see why Logano's being aggressive with the blocks. He's got a good car out front, and he doesn't want to lose that lead. Because this car is dominant in the front right now. And Chase Elliott's going to side draft and pick up Kyle Busch as a drafting partner on Joey Logano. And they are side by side for the corners. Chase Elliott challenging Joey Logano for the lead. And then Chase Elliott goes back up the top, block the top line. Let's go, Chase. On the outside. Taking the lead from Logano. But that means both of the Penske cars are linked together again. And that's going to be dangerous. So Chase Elliott's going to make sure that he keeps his position well. So Chase Elliott from Dawsonville, Georgia, my favorite driver, is going to lead a lap in the Daytona 500 here. Honestly, I'll be really happy if Elliott can win the 500. Either Elliott or Busch, I'll be happy. And looks like they just cut off of Logano trying to make a move there. And now Kyle Busch is going to challenge Chase Elliott in the middle. But Logano has a really good car in pushing Chase Elliott to the front. I don't have Twitch, so I wouldn't know if he was on there. Justin Allgaier. I think he's more running towards the back right now. Yeah, Chase Elliott has control so far. Until Logano's going to go under him to take the lead back. But Kyle Busch is going to make it 3 wide. What a move by Kyle Busch. Tries to go up to the top to block Logano, but can't. But he was smart that he didn't try to make the move there or force it because he could have caused a big accident. So Logano's back in the lead. It looks like Justin Allgaier is either like, looks like he's below the yellow line there. Might be going on pit road there. Or he's just dropping to the back. But Logano maintains the lead. Whenever I have time to do it. Like, my schedule prevents me from live reacting to any of the Xfinity or Truck Series races. So that's why I only do the Cup Series. Because that's a lot of time you got to sit for, like, these streams. And I only have time to sit for one of them, and that's, like, the Cup Series.
Stocking the pantry 8 days a week, your wallet doesn't. Save more on groceries with Dash Miles. Start your free 30-day trial.
There's so much more than just a man.
I was debating on like streaming for the Xfinity and Truck Series this weekend, but just got too busy for that too. So Joey Logano's on the inside line with William Byron right behind, and Chase Elliott's back at the top with Austin Cindric. But right now, it just seems like Logano has the best car. It's going to be difficult to try to beat him for the win. Yeah, Tony Breidinger. Yeah, but I think she has potential compared to all the other female racers that's been racing in the top 3 series. She still stayed on the lead lap and stayed in the race, even though she got wrecked twice. Logano trying to get greedy to block the middle, then he blocks the top. He's just controlling this race. I mean, you don't have to worry about fuel, so you don't have to worry about losing it when you're in the front. And here comes Shane Van Gisbergen from New Zealand. He cannot block the top, though, as they're going to be 3 wide. And Logano's going to lead that lap, but William Byron's now going to run with Denny Hamlin, who's won the Daytona 500 3 times. It's going to take a lot of teamwork to pass Joey Logano. But this is also the first stage. Cars can change and how they handle throughout the night.
The Daytona 500 on Fox is sponsored by Downey Unstoppables, the laundry set boosters that keep your clothes.
Yeah, there's some cars racing in the back right now. I think pretty much everybody's still on the lead lap. Yeah, I guess Allgaier just went below the yellow line. That's why he's still in the lead pack. Oh, someone's gotten pushed to the garage. See who's out of the race. AJ Allmendinger. So AJ Allmendinger is not going to win the Daytona 500 this year. He is out. Issues on his car is not going to let him win.
Joey Logano, the 2015 winner of the Daytona 500. They unloaded with a fast race car. I talked to crew chief Paul Wolf this morning. He said, we didn't have to look at the great car. We had to work on it. Drivability. They made adjustments. They were too tight for his comfort. They got it just right. Just lead out here as he continues to lead here.
So Logano has made that line single file, being the Pied Piper right now, with William Byron pushing him as Chase Elliott is falling back to the inside. Cindric trying to squeeze. Wow. He made that outside work. Could have been an accident, but he's staying on the top. Aggressive by Austin Cindric there. Yeah, that outside line does not look good right now. Yeah, it looks like the inside line is a preferred line now as Logano still in lead. Led the most laps so far. Why are you asking about myself? Right now, I guess I'm doing okay. I don't like Logano leading this much, but what can I do about it? Unless I can, drive in the Cup Series myself and prevent that from happening. Yeah, Haley Deegan's going to be trying IndyCar NXT, so she could be an IndyCar driver. The reverse career of Danica Patrick. So 15 laps to go in stage 1. Logano still leads, but Blaney is making his way to the front. He's the last one to pit for tires, so that may make a difference in his handling. Besides Kyle Busch, Blaney is my second pick to win. Because most of the time in these plate finishes, Blaney's been around the front. Nick Sanchez. I don't really watch the trucks that much, but I think Nick Sanchez is an okay driver from what I've watched. I don't remember him racing last night, but I know he wrecked in the truck series. As Logano goes to block his former teammate, Brad Keselowski, at the top. 3 Fords are together. I don't know. Logano's got that Austin Hill type car right now, and I'm not liking it.
Backup car. How about that? Christopher Bell's found his way up into the top half dozen alongside of the 24.
So 13 laps to go.